Hey YouTube, this is Girl Guitar aka Lefty Strings, and I'm coming at you with another episode. This episode is how I mastered the fretboard in one day. So how I learned how to read the entire fretboard in one day. It's a tool that I use to basically using acronyms as like EADGBE. I basically use acronyms to support that throughout the whole entire fretboard. So you definitely want to stay tuned, watch the rest of the episode if you are interested in learning the entire fretboard, the whole notes on the fretboard. So stay tuned. Also, what we're going to do is go over some of the guitar basics so that you can understand what are the strings called to begin with. So let's get started. Okay, so starting off with the guitar basics, we're starting with the top strings, the open strings on the guitar. And to you, righties, this may look backwards because it is. I'm left-handed, so we're starting with how we see the guitar, which is backwards. So for us, starting out E. So these are the abbreviations for the top open strings, which we all know are the whole notes of E, A, D, G, B, E. So what you want to do is to remember this. There is a saying that someone created, which I love them for. There's different sayings, but I choose to remember it like this. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. So you just want to keep on repeating that over and over and over and over again in your head till it sticks. So everything that I'm going to show you right now, today, you're going to want to repeat it. It's repetition. That's how you learn it all in one day. Like you just repeat it. Everything that you're doing in one day, you can keep repeating it. You can be at home, work, school, whatever you're doing, just keep repeating it and you'll learn it by the end of the day. Okay, so EADGBE, that stands for Eddie for E. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. So again, repeat it. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. EADGBE. So that's really how I learned, because I just kept repeating it and I was dancing along. Was I dancing? No, I was taking it serious. But you can dance along with it. You can really just come up with your own saying that helps. But I decided to choose and use what they had already put out because it was easier for me. But anyway, EADGBE. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Okay, so after you get the top open strings, then you want to start filling in the rest. E, what's the next letter after E? Which is F. F, C, F. Because that's the whole notes on the guitar. So after you have Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie, then you have F, C, F. So you just want to say, after you say that over again in your mind, the EADGBE, say F, C, F. So that's what I kept doing. I just kept repeating the top open strings and then the second bottom row. I took my time with it, so that's very important. So I got those two parts down pat. Then I went to the next line. Remember, this is all in one day. You can start in the beginning, the middle, the afternoon, the evening. Preferably not the evening because you don't want to cram. We all tend to procrastinate and cram. But this FCF. Then after that, the next letters on the fretboard, we have it at B-E-A. B-E-A. So now what you want to do is to repeat this line and the line above it and the line prior, so to the open strings. So you want to start from the beginning, E-A-D-G-B-E, and then F-C-F. Then you want to add B-E-A. So E-A-D-G-B-E, F-C-F, B-E-A. Then you want to go to the next line on the fretboard, which would be the third fret, and that is G, C, F, D, G. So now we're introducing a new line, so now that takes more for you to memorize. So we have E-A-D-G-B-E, F-C-F, B-E-A, G-C-F, D-G. So it's just about basically following the alphabet. So after E, then F, skip space, G. After A is B. There is no space between B and C. So how I get myself to remember no space between B and C is nothing in between B and C. So nothing in between B and C. And there's also nothing in between E and F. So the key to this is to memorize the fretboard over and over again. So it's repetition. So after we introduce G, C, F, D, G, the next line on the fretboard for the fourth line, right, is B by itself. So if you're just tuning in, these are the whole notes on a left-handed guitar. We see the guitar backwards, so that's why you may be looking at it backwards, okay? So the next line on the guitar is the 5th frets, starting with A, D, G, C, E, A. So A, D, G, C, E, A. The 6th fret of the G string is F. So A, D, G, C, E, A, F. So after you memorize the top frets, now you're memorizing the 6th fret on the G string. And I'm going to let you guys know how I memorized these strings as well and their placements on the notes. So it's all theory to me because I do not have my guitar, but I'm learning inside of my head. Memorization is key. Moving right along. B, E, A, D, B. Starting with C. C is on the 8th fret of the E string. So going right across is C, F, G, C. Okay? And then moving forward, on the 9th fret of the D string starts with B, E. I'm trying to point that to you. 9th fret of the D string starts with B, E. So on the 10th fret we have D, G, C, F, A, D. So these places in between serves as the flats and sharps. So you'll have like F sharp, G flat. That's what these spaces are in between. So G sharp, A flat, A sharp, B flat. There is nothing in between B and C, as we remember, nothing between E and F. So that's what these spaces are in between. As you see, there are spaces in between each and every one of them, except for a couple of them, which is B, C, and E to F. Okay, and now I'm going to provide you guys with a way that I learned to memorize the fretboard without even doing that whole thing I just showed you. I just wanted to show you that so you can see the alphabet that goes after each of the whole notes. So you'll have some kind of perspective of what I'm talking about when I go over the next thing. Okay guys, so the moment of truth. To learn the fretboard by something that I created that is in regards to the whole notes, the acronyms for the whole note. Okay, so after we learned E, A, D, G, B, E, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Right after that, F, C, F, which we already know because previously we already went through. Fire causes flames. So Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Fire causes flames. Right? Because fire causes flame because Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. So it makes sense. And then it's because Eddie ate grenades causing flames. Don't get burned. So Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Fire causes flames because Eddie ate grenades causing flames. Don't get burned. Okay? And don't get caught eating ashes, for real. So, repeating what we already know. Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Fire causes flames because Eddie ate grenades causing flames. Don't get burned. And don't get caught eating ashes, for real. Okay? Because Eddie almost did. Be careful first, good children. Because Eddie did get caught. Finally all done. What you keep going over and over, it becomes like second nature to you. Like it becomes stuck in the brain. So, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Fire causes flames. Because Eddie ate grenades causing flames. Don't get burned. And don't get caught eating ashes, for real. Because Eddie almost did. Be careful first, good children. Because Eddie did get caught. Finally all done. So that's just something I thought of to come up with just so I can memorize the fretboard. For some reason, doing acronyms for things helps me to remember things just a little bit more easier. So that is learning the fretboard, the whole notes on the fretboard, left-handed edition. That is how you can remember the fretboard in one day. Remember, repetition is key. So I'm not telling you cannot work on it. You have to work. You have to memorize these things. You can come up with your own systems if you would like, but that is just something that I came up with to memorize for myself, and it's worked. I was able to memorize it in one day, and I'm going strong now. Please share and subscribe if this was something that was helpful. Please share on all social media platforms. I would love you so much if you did. And I want to say thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. And also stay tuned, because I will be implementing into my channel my podcast. This is a podcast based on my life, my journey. It's called Gigi's Journey, which stands for Girl Guitar. And this is about my daily activities. I'm going to have like a 24-hour audio live, in which I'm doing right now. That'll be up there. So this is something very exciting. I'm excited about doing it. It's something that you can be a part of my daily, my daily hustle on a daily basis. For instance, I wake up at 2 o'clock every morning just to do a workout. And I'm not someone who my mom thinks needs to work out at 2 o'clock in the morning, but this is something that I do for my mind, body, and spirit. So if this is something you're interested in listening to on your way to work, I can give you some motivational tips or just talk about my day. Just take a listen. This is Gigi's Journey down below. My audio podcast coming soon. Love you so much.